These people are being nice about it, and they should, because it was a very dangerous situation. One of those stray bullets would have gone right through that wall and hurt somebody.
Trust me, Paul, I understand your frustration. You're living with this.
You understand it. Well, you see it. We were at that meeting the other night when I brought it up, and you played it down. Oh, he's got cameras, and he's got security, and he's got sound systems that he listens. Well, where was it? Where was he at 1:30 on Monday morning? Where was his sound system? Where was the security department?
Now imagine if all of City Council had a spirited debate, had the guts, the intestinal fortitude, testicular fortitude, to disagree with what Sera is saying. You're all weaklings up there on City Council. You're being led by a guy, you know it's bad. This is Paul Lettieri going up against Mayor Sera. This is back in February of 2021 in regards to dangerous party houses. No matter how many times you do a drive-by with the cops, it doesn't stop it. And do you really want the cops to constantly count how many people are in a house, or to get a decibel meter to check the audio and the sound? He's taking you for a ride.
Because it was a very dangerous situation. One of those stray bullets would have gone right through that wall and hurt somebody.
Trust me, Paul, I understand your frustration. You're living with this.
You understand it. Well, you see it. We were at that meeting the other night when I brought it up, and you played it down. Oh, he's got cameras, and he's got security, and he's got sound systems that he listens. Well, where was it? Where was he at 1:30 on Monday morning? Where was his sound system? Where was his security department? Where was his cameras?
So again, Paul, this is all part of the process, and I know you want things to happen faster, but we are taking this through the legal process.
This is a weak person. This is a person that he's taken Brigantine in a direction that most people, well, there's a small handful of people involved with real estate and development and building, gathering up assets. They're totally into this. And this is not an anti-short-term rental rant. Short-term rentals, man, that's huge if you use them the right way in a community. But you have to have appropriate, roadways and protocols and rules and regulations. Appropriate. This guy, Vince Sera, is taking Brigantine in a direction that families, middle-income folks, it's over. The entire island's going to become mixed use because there's no restrictions. And there will be there's going to be economic pressure to force more people into thinking about renting out their place because taxes are going through the roof when all these reassessments kick in. Your insurance is going to go double. You know that's going to happen. All of your expenses are going way up. There's going to be a massive race to the bottom in terms of rates to fill all this inventory, this short-term rental inventory. They're not going to be able to keep a handle on it. This guy is not telling you the truth because we're looking at a video from 2 years ago, Feb 3, 2021. This guy has done nothing.
We're taking appropriate legal action, and all of those statements, it's not downplaying. That was a result of the county prosecutor being involved, taking it to the next step, and that's
the sheer fact that he's a nuisance should be reason enough to shut him down. That it's a nuisance. Forget about the parties. Forget about the fact he's got 50 to 100 people in there. Forget about the fact that he's running a speakeasy where he's charging $100 a head for people to go in there and drink and eat and be entertained and strippers and everything else that goes on in that place. Okay? And nothing is said or done about that. And the man continues to put money in his pocket. And what does he care? Charges an extra $500 if they have a party. That's more money in his pocket. Now he's my neighbor, and I didn't want to complain in the very beginning, but this is ridiculous. I even heard from the previous owner. We never had problems with the previous owner when he owned it. People rented the place. They rented it for a weekend, a bachelor party, a bachelorette party, an anniversary, something. Okay? but very seldom do you see families go in and out of there. It's always a one-night stand, and he can't tell you that he doesn't know what's happening. Nobody rents a place for one night unless they're having a party. It's a speakeasy. The Liquor Control Board should be called. There's a lot of things that we can do, and we're not doing it. And it has nothing to do with a criminal investigation.
Well, again, I'm going to tell you that we are working on the situation.
No, you're
and
not.
I know that it's not happening as fast as you would like.
This guy is a complete. Look at the date. This is February 3, 2021. This is the way city council should act and should talk and be honest. But for some reason, after this meeting, Paul got a talking to. And Paul's been quiet. Kind of like Rick DeLucre. He's been quiet. He doesn't say anything to say, yo, there's something goofy going on here. Shame on you. Really, shame on you. This guy.
Like it to happen, but we are. There has been action taken.
No, there hasn't. Complete failure as a mayor.
And
Well, quite frankly,
we are still moving.
you're successful as a mayor. You know why? Because you know how to get reelected. You just cater to a small group of people that can vote, and you totally take all the financial benefits from second homeowners with no voting rights. You chip off the old block of Phil Gunther. You really are.
Moving forward.
This has been going on since January, when they shouldn't have had short-term rentals at all. And now you're threatening other people who have rentals, and they depend on their rentals to cover their taxes, to cover their mortgage, and these people follow the rules. But you got a few like this guy who continues night after night, 6 rentals in 9 days, 6 different rentals in 9 days. It's just not right.
And we'd love to be able to say a lot more than we can say tonight.
And this guy's another. Jeez.